Today we're going to make a super easy cheesy garlic bread using basically one ingredient. It's panela cheese. You can get it in the Mexican cheese section at your grocery store. And we're going to put some everything bagel seasoning on it. And I've never done this before, but we're also going to add some pepperoni. So super easy bussin' meal. And Anna actually made something for herself on sola bread, which we got at Home Depot. I'm sorry, we got this sola bread at Floor and Decor. But, oh my God, this looks so good. I'm jealous. All right. What's up, Dora? Here you go. First thing we're gonna do is just cut this into pieces. This is my last resort. All right, so take it out. It does have a little water, not to be alarmed, that's normal. And then we're just gonna slice it into little garlic cheesy bread pieces. Yeah, shout out to Floor and Decor, carrying sola bread as of 2022. I recommend just getting it at like Walmart, or if you have Target, maybe they have it, or like, I used to get it at Kroger. H-E-B has it if you're in Texas. Ooh, that would be good on a Trader Joe's cauliflower thin. Heck yeah. All right, so we've gotten the cheese almost cut. Now we're just gonna add it to the air fryer. It's called panela cheese, Gamma. This is what it looks like. Oh, if you guys hear the bird noises, I left like an African safari on the TV for Emma while we were running errands today, and I forgot to turn it off. She gets really into watching TV. She like truly enjoys watching TV with us. She's been really into Ozark, which we just finished last night. Not to give any spoilers, like don't spoil it for the people who haven't seen it, but all I'll say is I loved the ending. Okay. Now, we're going to add... It was really the ending I wanted, but I don't think it's the ending most other people would have wanted, so I'll leave it at that. All right, there we go. Actually, we're going to do both sides. But that's all we'll say. Love the ending. If anyone else comments a spoiler, I'm going to remove you from the live. So be warned. Because I don't want the people who haven't seen it to.
That part 2 was...
Yeah, the second
amazing.
half.
The second half of the season was just so good.
Yeah, the first half of the last season took us a while to like get into, but then the second half was great. All right, everything bagel. Boom. Pepperoni. I've never tried this with pepperoni on it, so we'll see how it turns out. If you have a traditional air fryer, this may not work because pepperonis tend to go flying in your typical air fryer.
I bet you can pin them down with toothpicks. Yeah,
if you have a traditional like Vortex style air fryer, toothpicks would work, or just do it in your oven instead. Yeah, Guinness. I've made this recipe many times, but never with pepperoni. This is like the lonely one. I think we should just make this one be pepperoni-less. And there we go. It may get a little greasy, so I'm thinking about adding salt because there's a lot of grease involved. And the salt is going to absorb it. Maybe I'll just add salt to half of them, just in case. I agree, Irma. We were so happy. Thank you for the spoiler alert protection. I got 2 episodes left. Nice. Missed the beginning. What's the cheese? It's called panela. All right, let's go. Into the air fryer. Yeah, I only did salt on half of them. A lot of people would say this is already too salty, which I can't disagree with. Into the air fryer at 400. I don't know, we'll do like 8 minutes. Probably doesn't need to be that long. Oh, you guys, we could prep my steak that I'm cooking tonight. I wouldn't add that butter until later, right? Or would I marinate it in melted butter?
You're gonna marinate it in melted butter? No. The butter that my brother made.
Just
that's not until after.
Just salt and pepper on this. All right, I bought like a little mini steak. I'm gonna cook this after the live. This is Mexican cheese. It's not cream cheese. Thank you for clarifying that, Jewel. All right, I'll keep the packaging right here in case anyone else needs to see it. So I'm just gonna add salt and pepper to the steak. And then just let it sit out. And then I'll take it to the grill once the live is over. Oh, I have to add pepper too. Do you shred your own cheese? I do not. But if you're like worried about little tiny ingredients that don't kick you out of ketosis, but you just want to have the satisfaction to know that you're eating like only cheese and no like incremental amounts of potato starch that really don't matter, then you can shred your own. It's also probably cheaper to shred your own. But whatevs, that's too much work for me. It's not that shredding, I'll clarify, it's not that shredding the cheese is too difficult. It's that cleaning your cheese shredder would be annoying, right? It's like the zucchini noodle thing. It's not hard to spiralize them, but it's a bitch to clean that freaking spiralizer when you're done. All right, we're just gonna let this sit. And you guys aren't gonna see this on the live, but I will post it to my stories. So now we're just gonna hang out a little while we wait for the steak or the cheese to air fry. All right, we've also trained Emma to go on one part of the couch. So Emma used to just have free range on the whole couch, but it started like wearing down. We bought it used, so it's not totally her. But it started wearing down, so we were like, all right, we need to train her to just stay on one part of the couch. And we've had so much success with it. All right, you're right, it's a mess afterwards. Yep, that's the problem with like doing it yourself. It's not just the time it takes to make something yourself. It's the time it takes to clean up afterwards. Casey, we did put parchment paper under the cheese so it doesn't stick. You could also just fry your panella cheese in a non-stick pan. All right, let me scoot over so we can hang out with my book in the background. So if you use a food processor for shredding, you can do a whole block at once. Is it as easy though as dropping the block in your food processor, dumping the shredded cheese, and then placing your food processor container in the dishwasher? If it's that easy, then I wouldn't mind shredding my own cheese. But when you have to hand wash things and be careful around sharp objects, like that's where I'm out, you know? Spray your cheese grater with a non-stick spray before grating, no mess. That is very interesting. I may have to try that. Was that parchment paper under the cheese? I just answered that, yes. Are high-key cookies safe for keto? High-key cookies are totally safe. I love them. They were my favorite cookies for a really long time. Now my favorite cookies are, who can guess, if you've bought all of the pre-packaged keto cookies, who can guess which ones are my favorite? Someone said 24-hour truffle salt on steak is amazing. Guys, truffle is disgusting to me. I hate truffle. I'm sorry. Quest cake cookies. Oh, Jen, you got it. Those are my favorite. I was gonna say, it's not just the normal cookies though. It's the birthday cake ones. All right, you guys all know me too well. I didn't think you guys would guess that, to be honest. All right, now we're gonna try checking on the cheese. I will be right back. Oh my gosh, I'm so dumb.
It was on toast?
It wasn't even doing anything. Jeez, oh Pete. Guys, the air fryer was not on. That's the problem with, we have this like bougie, expensive Ninja air fryer that's great, we love it. But the freaking, it doesn't make noise. So it's silent when you air fry. So I'm over here thinking, all right, it's air frying, but I never clicked start. So, whatever. They probably would have burnt anyways. But I do need some water while we're waiting. Where do you find your Quest birthday cake cookies? They're everywhere. Target, maybe even GNC, Walmart. I got them at H-E-B. Not a food thing, but I love your clock. Where did you get that? So we got this at Hobby Lobby, right? Hey, did we get the clock at Hobby Lobby?
Which one?
The gold one?
No, I think I got it at Home Goods.
Oh.
A long time ago.
And wait, you've had this clock like before we lived here?
Maybe not. I don't remember. I think it was at. I don't think it was at Hobby Lobby.
Maybe it was Home Goods.
Yeah. Home Goods, I think.
One of the destinations. Guinness, you're with me. Truffle is not good. I don't get it. It's like way too weird and earthy. Same with pesto. I did that pesto tomato chicken recipe. Shout out to Chef Michael. It was good, but most pesto recipes I'm just not that into. It feels like I'm eating like soil and grass. I don't know. Someone said there's a storm coming. I better get the dogs taken out before it starts storming. And I better take my steak down to the grill. Where are you located? We are in Austin, Texas. Just great decor, love it. Thank you so much, Sarah. I spent a lot of time decorating this shelf behind me. Even though we're going to be in our house in less than like 2 months, I still put so much effort into decorating this shelf, which I didn't put up until like a month ago, because I wanted it to look nice like for these videos, and it was actually just like a fun thing to do. I'm glad you get some joy out of these, Judy. Truffle tastes like chemicals to you, Melissa. Nobody in here is a fan of truffle. Sparrow says it smells like gym socks. Yeah, Guinness. I would make, if you're into pesto, you'll love the recipe, and I liked it, but it wasn't like, I don't know, I overestimated my tolerance to pesto. All right, we're gonna check the cheese. Thank you for the reminder, Sandy. It still has a little while to go. The problem is, I put the pepperoni on top, so we can't flip it halfway through. Sometimes I flip it. You know what we can do while we wait? I can eat some sauerkraut. So there's this podcast, I always talk about it, called Huberman Lab. It's great for all things like neuroscience and the brain and how you can use those things in like a self-help / optimization style of like, just like, I don't know, like that's like the theme of the podcast. And one of the things he's saying is people with who eat lots of fermented foods have like tons of benefits, not only to their brain, but their inflammation markers. So I think that is something I'm going to get back on. I did it years ago. I used to eat, who remembers, I used to make myself eat kimchi or sauerkraut every day. Haven't done it in a while. I bought a bag of sauerkraut like a month or two ago, but it was like mushy, so I didn't stick to it, but I got another one and I'm back on it. So we'll see how I feel. I also, instead of doing the ratio and Too Good, I got this like super natural yogurt, and we're gonna see how that one makes me feel. It's not sweetened with anything. Oh, you stopped it too, Guinness. Yeah, it was like, I also did sardines every day. Now I just do oysters, like canned. By the way, I don't go get fresh oysters twice a week, but I do canned oysters at least twice a week. Piece of salmon once or twice a week, and I feel pretty good doing that. Oh, you stopped months ago, Guinness. Yeah, the Cleveland, I used to get the Cleveland Kraut. But then they had this one flavor that I really didn't like, and it turned me off for a while. All right, let's check on the cheese one more time. I think it just needs a few more minutes. We can go ahead and get the plate ready. So we're gonna dip them in marinara sauce with I got Prego Farmers Market, and I'm just trying to run out of it before I open my big jar of Rayo's. So we'll use that one. Oh, Sarah, so you've bought a truffle cheese before. Jewel, I feel like my marinara sauce is always moldy. There's always black stuff around the lid, but whatever. It's not like, I don't know. I'm not too concerned. All right. I have to open the dishwasher and get a little cup to pour the marinara sauce into. I don't know if it's mold or just like dried up marinara sauce. Oh yeah. Oh my goodness, look at this. Somebody said it's not mold. Okay, cool. Doesn't it just look like cheesy bread? I think it could broil a little longer to like crisp up on the edges, but... Oh, your marinara sauce has like fur balls. Okay, then we're not talking about the same thing. I wonder what's going on with that. Do you guys not refrigerate it? You're supposed to refrigerate it, by the way. Hey, shout out to April. Shout out to all of the OG turtles. You guys think it looks good as it is. I bought salmon because of your recent salmon bites video. Oh, nice. That one is a really good, super bussin' recipe. So you do refrigerate it. I wonder what's going on with that. If you guys listen closely, you can hear Emma's tail wagging into a rope light. All right, we're just gonna let it, sorry, you can't see actually what's happening. All right. We have to let it harden up though. I did say 400 degrees. It was like 7 or 8 minutes. Yeah, it should be on a bigger plate. I agree. Why is cheese so good? It's literally the greatest thing in the world. Like, when people do dairy-free keto, I get it if it gives you tummy aches or whatever, but it makes keto so easy when you can just eat cheese. Yeah, it looks like pizza. All right, let's take a picture of this before we eat it. Looks pretty good. Let's get this cutting board out of the way. Out of curiosity, what's your favorite go-to keto meal? It used to be like a snack wrap on a low-carb tortilla. Before that, it was a pizza on a low-carb tortilla. Basically a low-carb tortilla. One of my favorite meals, though, of all time is like any type of pork rind crusted chicken. There we go. Let's eat. I'm gonna put it on a bigger plate now to eat. All right, let's get it. Oh my God. Adding pepperonis is a complete game changer. This is completely insane. I wish I added more. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right, last bite. Wow. All right, guys, that was insanely bussin'. So we're gonna end it. Go make it. Go to your grocery store. Look in the Mexican cheese section. I have marinara in my teeth. I love you. I believe in you. I'll see you tomorrow.